I finally slept on and off. It wasn't a complete, comfortable, relaxing sleep, but I still look like crap, just not as bad as I did in my previous post. So, yeah, thank God Trump called um, Iran's bluff, and Iran called Trump's bluff, and Trump now is saying, okay, we'll hit you in 2 weeks. um, which can mean one of several things. It could mean that it will give America 2 more weeks to come up with another strategy to hit Iran again, or try to take control over Iran's Strait of Hormuz. And who knows? Maybe that's the goal, or maybe because of Trump's dementia, he'll forget what he said in 2 weeks' time. We don't know. But if there's a time where they need to remove him from office, it is now. Apparently, they need 2/3 of Congress to vote for his removal before they can legally make that happen. I read that 50 members of Congress has agreed or voted to have him removed, but I don't know how many people there are in Congress. I should have done my research. I should look it up. Because if there's 300 people in Congress and only 50 of them voted for it, it means he ain't going nowhere. And I really feel sorry for any other president that's going to follow him, because that president has got a lot of ass kissing and cock sucking to do. Well, that naturally, when a new president gets sworn in, the first thing they do is get on their knees and suck Israel's dick to show loyalty for Israel over their own country. So that's a giver. You know, the world changed big time. People don't understand how significant it was when Israel killed JFK. They have no idea how much that affected the world. And we had a new world order, because nothing was the same after they killed JFK. As you may or may not know, JFK was the one that said no to Israel to have nuclear weapons, and he wanted to send teams to investigate their nuclear site. And within a month after he requested that, he was killed. That's not a coincidence. They want to remove or erase the thousands of JFK files that mentions Israel. They want to eradicate that. They don't want people to know that of their involvement. So, because who do you know that can kill with impunity and get away with it? It's Israel. Who do you know that can rape children and women and all kinds of whoever they want to rape as many times as they want and get away with it? It's Israel. And when they get busted, they don't ever get convicted. Why? Because they are extradited back to Israel, where they can't go back to the US for prosecution. So I just read an article that they found the DNA of Jack the Ripper, and he was Jewish. Again, you know, if you want to be a successful serial killer or a successful murderer or a successful rapist, make sure you convert to Judaism first, so you get your pass to get away with all the crimes you want. And if you are struggling to buy a home, convert to Judaism, and then you can get a free one in Palestine, and maybe soon Lebanon, since what they're doing there. But Hezbollah is giving them a hiding big time. They're destroying all their tanks constantly, which is great. But what's going to happen in 2 weeks? We don't know. I don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow, let alone in 2 weeks' time. But right now, it's just a little breathing space that things are calmed down a little bit, and we don't know what's happening. But Iran won. Iran kicked ass. And if ever we need a people or a country to run the world properly, it should be Iran. It shouldn't be America. I don't think it should be any white country. And from a brown person saying this, it doesn't seem valid whatsoever. But if I was a white dude saying this, then it'll be more valid and more significant, you know, because America is just America with a KKKA spelt. That's how they spell America. They haven't lost. The white supremacists never lost. They didn't lose. They just traded in their bed sheets for business suits. They traded in their basements for the White House. And they traded their dogs for suitcases. And they knew that they can't do it all by themselves, as in like the white culture. So what do? They pay off Uncle Tom Negroes and desperate Latinos, that would do anything for money just to spew white supremacist shit on their behalf. Because if a white supremacist spreads white supremacy shit, it's going to be invaluable. Going to say fuck you. But when blacks and Latinos and Asians do it at the behest of white supremacy, then people will be like, man, is you crazy? You can't be believing that. Or how much are you getting paid to spew that crap? And that's what's going on right about now. So I'm relieved a little bit. And we definitely need a new change in management. And it can't be USA. It needs to be anybody else but the USA. Because once the USA falls, Israel will fall with them. And I actually believe if Israel falls, it'll bring America to their knees where they belong. And no, we're not going to get them to suck our dicks the way they sucked Israel. We just want them to take note, pay attention, and learn how to run a fucking world in peace. America's been around for over 200 plus years, and every 20 years, they are in major wars. Iran didn't attack a country for over 300 years. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. And I would rather have the world run by a country that hasn't gone to war in 300 years, as opposed to a country that goes to major wars every 20 years. If you agree, let me know. If you don't, go fuck yourself.